Good afternoon, everybody, and hello. So today we are unboxing the SmallRig CT-195 video tripod. I got it from Amazon. It was about $136 plus tax. This is exactly how they shipped it. Not in any other boxes, just this by itself. So that's a little disappointing, but nonetheless, it is here. And considering I don't know where it came from, and it took like 4 days to get here. Alrighty, so I've seen some other unboxings, and it does come with a nice carrying pouch. So, and it's got a handle on it, and it's got branding on it, and that's all that's in the box. I don't know if there's any assembly though. Some of these tripods have some assembly. Don't mind the scene. I'm trying to do this outside since it's a beautiful day here, Friday the 24th. The main reason I got this is because tomorrow a group of us are going to Port Royal Speedway. Alright, so pouch, nice and padded, except it does have a handle, has a little Velcro pouch in here with, I believe, some tools, so which we may have to use the user manual. And like I said, you get some Allen keys and you get the spike feet, so definitely some things that come with it, so you can switch the feet off. Now, I actually tried to cancel this order because after I realized it was aluminum, wow, that is not very light in my opinion. And I don't know if that's going to fit in my backpack. But I think this thing goes, one which I have a Manfrotto MKC3-801 with a weight capacity of like 2.8 pounds. This bad boy has a weight capacity of 33. I did Port Royal a couple weeks ago, and I had some flexing in the quick release plate, which was very concerning. Alrighty. This thing, I think we can get this out of the way. So yeah, it comes with comes a little pouch for the tools, and some gel silicone packs to keep everything nice and dry. Keep them near all my equipment, just in case, keep them on hand. It's a nice little carrying pouch, but honestly, I want something that was going to fit in my backpack. We'll see. We haven't gotten that far yet. Okay. It does have a hook at the bottom, so if you want to hang your bag. I don't know, my bag was probably like 60 pounds when I went last time. It's kind of nice that the tripod does fold up like that though. It's definitely pretty stable. I mean, yeah, so this guy right here is the main thing I'm looking forward to, because we're standing in the infield at Port Royal Speedway. It's supposed to be 410 sprints and super late models this weekend, and I'm going to mount 3, possibly 4 cameras on this bad boy on a couple arms. And the tripod that you're actually standing on right now started flexing with the weight, especially with my Sony RX10 Mark IV. That one goes on the farthest outside, so I can zoom in down into turn 2 and then back off down the back straightaway and get 3 and 4 real good, and partially on the front straightaway. So that's just one of the 3 cameras. The other one would be the Pocket 3, which this is being filmed on, and then the Action 4. Neither one of those 2 cameras are overly heavy, but with this being weighted over to one side, it did create a small issue for me. So just bring it over a little bit. Now, as you saw, the legs here, they have, I mean, full flex, so you can set this thing flat on the ground and get really low shots. You can actually take this bar out, spin it upside down, and do shots hanging down. Does have some, I'm not sure if that's a 1/4-20 or a 3/8 there. It looks like a 1/4-20 that you can actually mount some things on it. So let me try to get the legs up here. See, this is what I really didn't like, was the twist lock. There we go. Let me go out here a little bit. Yeah, see, mine would be locked in place already. And the other oh, okay, so once you get your legs where you want them, you just press that back and it has a lock in here. Yeah, I'm probably not in the best spot right now. Trying to get into reviewing more of the stuff I get because I don't have a job right now. Those of you who follow the vlogs, you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of has a weird lock position. I wonder if it's that one. Be nice if it could stay in. Yeah, if they stay in like that, I might not have to trip over it so much like I did with my other tripod. I was looking for something with a little less of a ground footprint for that specific reason. Okay, just lock. I mean, the twist locks aren't horrible, don't get me wrong. They're just different for me. Never had one like that. Okay, that's... Now, I'm not sure if this is the one that has... Yes. Yes, it is. So everything's twist lock. Everything is twist lock. Wow. Okay. That is a bad reviewing position. But there it is. The legs are definitely, this has got a 3-foot gap between here from leg to leg, and I was tripping constantly. You can see the difference. I mean, this thing is pretty wobbly. Not so wiggly. Not so wiggly at all. And it does have the spike feet since we will be in grass. Alrighty, I am going to try to set up my rig and I'll show you what I'm trying to accomplish with this thing. Honestly, that is entirely too high. But I'm going to have to bring it back down. But yeah, so you got a twist lock here, you got a twist lock here, and all the legs are twist lock. So I don't know, to get like a mild adjustment, how difficult that would be to do. It does have a leveler on it, and it does have a friction head here, which is one of the things I really wanted because I was using a separate pan head on top of everything else. So let me get it set up and give you guys a glimpse of the chaos I'm trying to deal with. Alright, so the quick release head actually is a kind of screw it back. There is a push release. I think there's a release here somewhere. Oh, that's probably to flip it up because this thing does do vertical as well. The plate is a very decent plate. Of course, like I mentioned, I'm going to be setting up for multiple. Now, I set up long ways here for myself because, yeah, that gives me more stability on the plate under the 1/4-20. Now, this is an 8-inch bar, and this is my rig up for a quick release for the Pocket. And I can charge, so everything will be charging as well. I'm gonna have to figure out how easy it is to mount my battery bank to this thing. So get this thing on there. Nice thing is, all right, so you get two 1/4-20s on the plate, which is pretty nifty, and you don't require a screwdriver because it's got this little ring that flips up that you can twist, which is nice when you're out in the field or out at the racetrack or out anywhere, that you don't have to have a screwdriver with you. Usually I find that a house key works in there pretty good. This has got 3 different points. It's got an Allen key, a flathead, and then it's got the little half ring that comes up. So you definitely have many ways to tighten this thing down. Alrighty, switching over to the iPhone, and there is part of the rig. So what I did before is I actually ran another arm on here out because the Action was catching the Sony while filming, which is kind of a little bit of a problem. But one thing, first of all, it ain't flexing. This is where I was having the flex problem, right here. But if it was, I have the ability to adjust this over further to put the camera more on the head. The little handle here, another twist lock, and this extends out. Of course, it's brand new, so it's not going to cooperate while trying to film. You use my chest here, and the handle goes in and then locks down. Got a knob here to loosen that up, and then it drops down out of the way for storing. So, let's get that back up. You can already see it trying to turn because I have the pan head loosened up pretty good. Loosen that. Does that come? Oh, that even comes out further than I had it. Awesome. Let's see if I can just get it tight enough to move it. Okay, now I gotta loosen that up. And there you go. Now my hands will I probably will not use this, and I believe it's removable because the zoom lever on the camera is where I'll be holding and using the camera to turn the whole rig. But yeah, definitely much sturdier than what I had. Right now I have it all the way down for setup. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to go up much higher because I'm only 5'6", and I think that's already standing about where that one is right now. And that's all the way down too, but alrighty. So why 3 cameras to film racing? Well, it's security. If something fails, I have a backup and another backup, and I'm running the Action 4 on ultra wide. But with having the gimbal built in on the Pocket 3, it actually saved me on one of the cars spinning last time I went, catching the entire incident, versus these 2 cameras not having that delay in pan. I would have missed it. So, but yeah, this is it's a pretty nice little rig, and honestly, for the price, it's one of the best prices I found. Like I said, it was like $135.98, I believe. So let's just say about $136. And you do have, it's not a ball head, which I was against because the other one is a ball head, and they start to give over time. Whoa! And that's a friction head too. So it'll allow you to do like a low to high shot or high to low shot in a nice smooth motion. Quite a bit of weight on there right now. But like I said, it's rated for 33 pounds versus 2.81. That camera's 2.41 on itself. So, one feature I forgot to mention is the fact that the one with the foam on it actually unscrews and becomes a monopod. So, for any of those that have a monopod and a tripod, a lot of these companies are doing this these days, where they're combining it, where one of the legs comes off. I'm actually turning it off when not even trying. And make sure I tighten that one back up. But like I said, there is a 1/4-20 here that you could mount, or 3/8. Looks like it's got the insert, I think that's 1/4-20. Yes. Yep, get a 1/4-20 there. So if you wanted to either keep this in as a spare for the head, if you were to accident, it's not like it's going to fall out. They're threaded in and then they slide. But you can have a spare. Might be able to figure a way to use that to mount the power pack to charge everything. I like it. I had it all the way up, and with all the weight on it, it's still super stable. Now, right now, I did move the camera all the way out to the right and brought this all the way back to the left, and yeah, it's still super stable. Beautiful. Alrighty, well, if you found this review helpful in any way, or you have any questions on the CT-195 by SmallRig, please leave a comment down below, and I'll be happy to answer. I'll have a lot of tests, hopefully tomorrow, rain pending, at Port Royal Speedway, and should be a fun time again. Had a really good time by myself last time, which wasn't the original plan, but life happens. I still went. It was would have been my dad's 86th birthday, so it was important that I went in his memory because he was a race car driver and a huge racing fan. So thank you very much for watching the review, and I will catch you in the next one.